bear butt. Is that like a bear's butt? Like a bear butt? Or like a bear butt? Hello there, how are you all doing? I hope you are all doing well. We have another Etsy art kit video where I go to Etsy, find a bunch of art related kits and I unbox them for you. That's pretty much all there is to it. No, I don't unbox them, I use them. Now you know how when you're having a bit of a bad time of things in life, you have things that bring you joy. For some people that's petting a dog, for other people that's spending a lot of money. I am the type of person that enjoys window shopping. You know, I like to go to very expensive websites and fake buy things in my mind. However, this past year has caused that to really be a thing in my life where I just like internet browse constantly. And if you watched my last Etsy art kit video, you'll probably remember that I said that I've become slightly obsessed with Etsy over the past few months. Pretty much anything you can think of, you can usually find somehow on Etsy. However, a little while ago, I found out that a lot of people were making art kits, their very own art kits on Etsy. Another reason I wanted to make this video again is because I tried out 2 Etsy art kits in my last video and both of the sellers saw my video. One of them actually emailed me and told me they had a big increase in sales from my video. If I can help make a difference in any way during this awful year, it would be amazing. If you do enjoy today's video, feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe too. If you don't enjoy the content, that's fine. You can give it a thumbs down too if you like. That's all up to you. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you want to subscribe, that'd be awesome. Okay, great to have you here. So I actually bought 2 art kits for this particular video. One of them was called a DIY solar printing kit, cyanotype kit, photo paper DIY kits for children and adults, blueprinting kit. And essentially it's this paper that you put different objects on and then you put it in the sun, makes some beautiful patterns. It looks so cool. I've never seen anything like it before. I did not realize, however, that when I ordered it, it was from Australia. So that is obviously not here yet. However, the other item I got I think is going to take up quite a lot of my time, so I'm going to be doing this particular art kit today, and this is by, it's upside down, Pottery Awesomeness. This was the Valentine's DIY pottery painting kit, and essentially you have some pottery in there that they have handmade, and they've also included, I believe, some paints and brushes in here. So I just think this is a really fun idea. I'm excited to see what it's like. Now this particular shop, I'm obviously going to link in the description below if you want to check them out and support them and you like the product. But basically they have all of these handmade potteries that have a theme to them. So right now they have an ice cream winter one, and they also have a sports fanatic one. Okay, so they actually do have a website, not just based on Etsy. They have a monthly pottery subscription box. I may have to subscribe to that. So if you want to subscribe to a monthly subscription to this box, it's $30 a month with free shipping, which I personally think is not that bad considering what you get inside of this box. So yeah, if you do enjoy this, feel free to check them out. I'll link them down below. This box was from the USA, it wasn't from the UK, but for some reason Etsy seems to put everything in pounds for me. £32.76, which works out around $45.91, because I got a specific variation of this that had the extra pottery to it. Before we start, I wanted to let you know quickly that today's video is kindly sponsored by Skillshare, where you can take thousands and thousands of online classes. The first 1,000 of you will get a free trial to unlimited classes on Skillshare, so be sure to check it out in the description below. There's classes in everything, even pottery. As you can see, there's just tons and tons of classes. There's so much you can take. Anything you can think of, you'll find on Skillshare. Want to learn about TikTok or Procreate? You can learn art journaling from Amanda H. Lee, how to not kill plants. You can even learn from Jazza. You can also learn from me because I've made classes on Skillshare, although I need to make some new ones because I know I said that last year. I promise you this year I'm going to make a new class. There's all of these categories, as you can see. Fine art is my favorite category because they have all of these new ones here. I actually just discovered this class this week. It's called Design a Pattern Collection on your iPad. She goes through this whole process of teaching you how to make patterns and simplify your art a little bit, and I really like that because that's not something that I've done before, but I really would love to know how to do. And her work is just so beautiful. It's really nice. So if you want to check out that class, this is what it's called. Skillshare is less than $10 a month with an annual subscription, but if you want to check out a free trial, check out the link in the description, because the first 1,000 of you will get a free trial to all of these unlimited classes. And once again, thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. So let us, that was a bit rough. So let us begin. I have some scissors. Okay, we're gonna open this up and see what is inside. How can we like carefully dispose of these things? I have a bin. Still have my stencils from last week in there. Right, we're gonna just like, oh, there's a bit of pottery. We'll look at that in a second. You know what I appreciate about this is they haven't filled it with plastic. So this is the first item. We have a little heart piece of pottery here, as you can see. It's a little jar, comes off the top. Very cute. That would be so fun to paint. I already have so many ideas for this. You could make like a little poison bottle, or maybe like a love potion would probably be more appropriate. But you know, my brain went the dark route for some reason. Probably being stuck in my house for so long has caused that. Next up, we have a little heart. This one, oh, it's a little ceramic heart. How beautiful is that? Made in, I can't read. Next up, we have a cup. So this one's like a little tree trunk kind of effect on it. So you can use that as some sort of jar. You could probably paint it like a zebra or a zebra if you're not from America. Very beautiful. I like that a lot. Then, oh my gosh, we've got even more here. We've got even more pottery. This is so cool. Okay, this one is a little heart with an arrow. Oh, it's a lid. It's a lid. That would make sense, wouldn't it? That is beautiful. So you got that and you go, oh, it's a little jar. You can stick things in it. I'll put my wills to live into that jar. Is that everything? Oh no, we do have some paint, luckily. I'm gonna get this bin off my lap. We have, in the bottom here, we've got some paints. So we have a lot of Valentine's Day themed colors here. So we have pink, we have white, we have red, black, and some glitter. Get in there. Oh, excuse me, sorry. I just opened the lid by accident. Whoops, my bad, that was my bad. I've not even started and I've already made a mess. So these are the colors that we have, as you can see. So you can definitely obviously use these. I'm not sure if they're special paints or just regular acrylic paints. We'll have a look. Then we have some little brushes. So we have, oh, these are my favorite brushes. I hate these brushes, but also they're great for kids. And technically this pottery kit is for, you know, it's aimed towards children. So what I'm gonna do, as much as I wanna use everything in this kit, I point blank refuse to use these things. There they are. We got a little sponge brush. These are great for pretty much everything. You can just obviously cover the whole thing in paint. And then we have, I believe this might have leaked a little bit. I think this is glue of some kind. It smells like Elmer's glue. We have a message on here. Every child is an artist. The problem is how to remain an artist once he grows up. That's so sweet. I think what I'm gonna do today is I definitely think I'm gonna paint this little potion bottle today. I think I'm gonna make it like poisonous though. Like something from Snow White might be quite fun. And this little heart, I think I'm gonna paint something for my boyfriend because he loves to collect and buy things that I make, which is really sweet. Hopefully he's not watching this video. So I'm gonna try and use these paints, but because I have some ideas that probably need different colors, I most likely will blend them with some of my own collection. So I just asked on Instagram what I should paint on this particular bottle, and a few people have given me some good suggestions so far. A giraffe, a witch, another Starry Night but mini, bear butt. Is that like a bear's butt? Like a bear butt? Or like a bear butt? So first thing I'm gonna do is take this black paint and see how this works. I can't imagine it's gonna be overly opaque, so it's probably gonna take a few coats. And these remind me so much of my childhood. Get out of here, get. So we need a little sponge. We're gonna take some of that. That was my phone, that was great, thanks phone. Trying to get some artsy shots here, but it keeps spinning around. Artsy shots. This is actually incredibly opaque. I'm shocked. Like, I might get away with just like 2 coats on this. Take the cork out. Oh, okay, fell out. This is incredibly therapeutic. I'm gonna use this fancy like twirling just to get the insides of the pot. Not sure if it's working, but it's fun to do. Something else that I love about this particular box and why I wanted to go for it is because it was made by a mother and an artist herself, and she does this thing called a kit for you, a kit for two. And essentially when someone buys a pottery painting kit on our site, a portion of the proceeds are spent on a kit of art therapy supplies for sick children in hospitals. Cute. Okay, we've got every corner so far of the bottle. We're gonna leave that there to dry, which shouldn't be long because this is already pretty much dry as it is. Ooh, look at this. It looks so cool. Oh, I've missed a bit. Never mind. Oh, look, it's so cool. Very cute. I like that a lot. Awesome, happy with that. This is bloody fun. This is so fun. I feel like a child again, but also I'm amused as a grown adult. Gonna let that dry.
1 hour later.
So now we have our dry little pot here. We are gonna paint on it. And I figured something that might be quite fun to do is to paint a poisonous apple on this side from Snow White, and this side just paint a regular apple. So you're like, is it a good apple or is it a bad one? Well, it's poison, the apple's nothing to do with it. But basically, is it poison or is it not? That will be the whole theming of this, because I do have a lot of red here, and I figured that I could paint an apple with the paint that's here. These are definitely not like really, really crappy cheap paints like you would get as a kid in these things. Oh, look at all these paintbrushes I have of different shapes, sizes and fibers. They're not special or anything. Spoilers, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna use this little filbert. This is called a filbert brush. As you can see, nice little filbert. These are my favorite fibered paintbrushes, by the way. Love these, that will come in handy later on down the line. So basically what I'm gonna do right now is I'm just gonna kind of paint. That's not too bad actually. We're just gonna paint ourselves a nice, happy little apple. It looks like these have a nice matte finish too, which is awesome. Cute! There's a little apple that's very dull at the moment, but we'll add some more layers to it in a minute to brighten it up, but that looks quite cute for now. I need to wash my brush off. It's got a really pretty matte finish to it, which I love. I really, really, really love that they have the matte finish. And I'm gonna attempt to add a second layer now. I actually think it's getting darker at this point. I don't think it was fully dry, so it's actually getting darker. Take some white and red. Oh, you know what? Adding white really makes it quite opaque. Okay, so this is the apple on this side, and this is the apple on the other side. We're just gonna let these dry before I actually make them more opaque. Every single layer, obviously, is gonna make it look better, so looks a bit naff at the moment, but I promise it's gonna be worth the wait.
2 hours later.
Okay, so as you can see, it's all nice and dry now, and we're gonna go on to a third coat. I also messaged the Pottery Awesomeness owner on Instagram, and oh my gosh, she is such a sweetheart. If you are interested in anything like this, I highly, highly recommend that you support her business because she is so kind. So we're gonna put on a third layer, and I've let my bloody brush dry. No. Okay, let's put another layer on this thing. This is so fun. So much better than I was expecting it to be. That's a rather wonky looking apple, isn't it? I'm gonna have to make this side larger to match. There we go, cool. Oh, this is so fun. Cute. The side still drying, but all good. It's looking a little more appley, I think. Not sure if you can see my little attempt at shading this apple yet. Can you see that? There we have it, a little shading attempt. Okay, this is it so far. We're gonna let that dry a little bit, and then we'll work on this side, because this is the before and the after. Okay, we have that one. And that one, we're gonna let this dry now. And I'm definitely gonna add some like glitter to all of this, like over the top when it's done. I think that would be like a really nice touch. So yeah, this is how it looks so far. It's obviously still drying.
3 hours later.
Okay, it's now nighttime, which means no more sun in my face, but basically this is now dry. As you can see, we've got apples both sides. I'm just gonna basically just keep refining it until I'm happy with it. From there, I'm going to make the apple with like the scary poisonous face. I'm gonna make that a thing, but after that, I'm gonna basically add some like glitter over the top and see how it looks. But for now, we're just gonna keep on refining this apple. I want to add some shine. Gonna clean up the edges a little bit with some more black paint. Cool, okay, so I'm pretty happy with that so far. I'm most happy with this side. This will be the regular apple. This is gonna be the apple that's gonna have all of the poisonous stuff on it, but so far, I think that it looks really decent, and I'm pretty happy with that. Some white to be the poison on the apple. I'm not really gonna care too much about placement right now. I'm just gonna kind of drip it and just see how it looks. Cool, it's looking very paint drippy or poison drippy, one of those things. Look, it kind of looks like the poison apple. I'm gonna add the eyes in quickly, just so I can sort of gauge where they should be. Yeah, that looks fine. Okay, not looking too great right now, but I will fix it in a little bit, again with more layers. I mean, I'm not really sure why anyone would like take any form of potion out of this bottle. Like if there's a 50-50 chance of getting poison or not, but I wouldn't bother personally, but this is the theme we're sticking to for now. Let's let that dry. So what I'm gonna do now is, it's the next day, hence why I look totally different. But I'm gonna finish off this apple today, the poison apple and then the regular apple. I do wanna have a green leaf on this one though, and because obviously the set does not have green in it, I'm gonna use some chalk paint. This is by Folk Art. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is use some white to finish off this part here. Okay, it's getting there. It's looking pretty good. Wow, my fringe looks so bad. I am really happy with how this is looking. I'm gonna try and create some shadows with this black paint. When it's all fully dry, I'm gonna take some of this beautiful glitter and just coat the whole thing because I think that'll look really pretty. Cool, look at that. It's all glittery and it's probably gonna dry a little shiny. So it's fine if it does. That'll do. There we go, look at that little potion bottle. What do you think? I'm so happy with it. I think it looks cute. Nearly dropped it then. That would have been a great end to this video. I am very happy with it. Very, very magic-y looking. Very happy with it. Okay, so now we have our little heart here and I'm still not quite sure what I want to paint on it because I have a few ideas, but I'm not too sure just yet exactly what I want to paint. So I'm probably going to end up using something that's matte because I really liked the way. Ooh, I have gouache that I've not used. I could try this. See, look at these. They're so shiny and pretty. You know, I know some people are probably sick and tired of me painting bears. You know, some people draw the same stuff all the time. Like some people just focus on drawing girls. I just draw different bears. I've got a hair on it. We don't want the hair. Okay, so we're gonna work on the bear. I've just done a quick little basic sketch here. It looks a bit messy, but we can fix him a little bit with paint. And I am gonna use gouache purely because it dries a really nice matte finish. Just gonna do a really quick little base here. Oh, this is nice and pigmented. He looks sort of like a raccoon at this point, or like a red panda. I really need to use gouache more too, because I really love the way that it dries. Look how horrifying that looks. Making some great progress. Oh, I got dizzy then. He looks a little bit angry. His body's supposed to mostly be over this way, because he's like looking at the camera and like his butt is over here and these are like his front paws and he's like sitting here, but portraying that on such a small little thing is not the easiest. You gotta trust the process. Every painting goes through an ugly stage. This is going through a super ridiculously ugly stage. He's looking kind of shaggy, but I'm pretty happy with him so far. He's quite cute. There's a little bear. I'm actually really happy with that. I should make more small little bears like that. Really pretty happy with it. Should I make more stuff like this? Would anyone be interested in me making some little gouache things like this to sell in the future? Because I had so much fun making this. I really love gouache because it has that beautiful matte finish to it. Obviously in combination with the chalk paint, it turned out like really nicely. I'm very happy with it. So that is it for today's video. Thank you so incredibly much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much to Skillshare, and also thank you so much to Stephanie, the owner of Pottery Awesomeness. And also remember to use the coupon code Chloe15 to get 15% off of her pottery kits. So once again, thank you so much for watching this video. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next video.